Now, um, so the question will be, how do devices communicate? And as I mentioned earlier on, in order for devices to communicate, they need some form of an identity. So every device within a network has an identity. And so assuming we have no knowledge about networking, but we know about communication. So we're talking about a group of people, so maybe three friends. This guy is called A, this guy is called B, and this guy is called C. So if A wants to speak to someone and says, how are you doing? How are you doing? So depending on how A says it could happen that no one will respond. The reason may be the fact that no one feels that that question was addressed to them. And so it brings back the idea of an identity. So assuming this guy, A, had said something like, B, how are you doing? Then even though C will be present, he wouldn't have to respond because then it's directly tailored towards B. There could be situations where A could say something like, how are you doing, guys? That question is not addressed to just one person, it's addressed to multiple people. And so anybody within the grouping can also respond to it. And that is also another way of communication. So later on, we'll get to see that communication is not just between one device and another, but it could be communication, networking is not just communication between one device and another, but it could be communication between multiple devices at the same time. And the identity that I'm referring to is what we refer to as an IP address. So an IP address is just something that distinguishes one person or one device from another within a network.